Hey friend, we're back again. Now, for this group, whoever resonates with this group, you guys have been thinking, okay? You could have air sign placements, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius placements in your natal chart somewhere. Some of you guys have been coming up with so many ideas. Write them down. As I used to hold a little notebook, little mini notebooks, and a pen all the time because I would channel all the time. Some of you guys could be channelers, and you need to write down those channels, okay? Write them down. Keep writing them down, because sometimes you'll forget and you'll be mad because you needed that, or that could have been a message for somebody, or it could have been a message for yourself that you wanted to remember and get back to. So write those things down. A lot of y'all got your phones in your hands, so there's no excuse. Get you a note. Have notes or whatever. If you have an Android, whatever app, you can have a little pad. Type whatever you need to type. Don't let those ideas just come and go, because some of y'all, I'm hearing those are multi-million-dollar ideas, okay? And I remember I had channeled about clothing having that built-in shapewear stuff way before it became popular. I wasn't even thinking nothing of it. I was like, what is that? Like, they were showing me something, and it looked like a faja, like sewed into a dress type of thing. And I was just like, okay, fitted clothing, like, I don't know. Like, but then like 2 years went by, and that's when I started seeing everybody with the built-in shapewear dresses, the built-in shapewear this, and I was like, oh, that's what spirit was showing me. I'm like, dang, that could have been a good investment, but I wasn't, I didn't write it down. I didn't pay attention to it until I saw it in the physical, and I was like, wow, I had that channel a long time ago, right? So some of you guys, you have like these ideas that will allow you to come up quick before the waves start. Like, be one of the first original trendsetters, okay? So write down those ideas. For a lot of you guys too, you have to start seeing, how can I say it? Like, life is beautiful when you start to see God inside of everything, right? And what I mean by that is through the good and the bad. We can always, praise God, Allah, Yahweh, Yeshua, universe, whatever you want to call it. No judgment here. But my thing is, you praise when you're on good terms, when things are good. But it's like, you still got to sit there and talk to God when things are bad too. Like, when you call me up, when things are good, when things are bad, doesn't matter, right? You still have to have that conversation with God too, and let God know like what's on your chest, but you need to be removed. But spirits you need removed out of you, whether it's depression, sadness, guilt, shame, whatever the case may be, right? And it's like, you go through certain things in life, especially the bad things, to learn something, whether it's to learn about other people or if it's to learn about yourself, or a little bit of both, okay? Sometimes people learn lessons where you have to learn how to let go. Some of you are learning lessons where you have to learn how to love yourself more. Sometimes you're learning a lesson where if you love somebody, you got to let them go, right? Because that's unconditional love. If you say you unconditionally love somebody, right? If things don't work out with y'all, you can't be bitter about that. If you really love that person, you would want that person to be happy no matter what, even if it's not with you. You feel me? Like what May said, even if it's not with me, I still want to see you happy, right? So it's like, you gotta take friendship sometimes, you know? For some of you guys, you need to hang out with some friends. You need to call your friends up. You need to go get a cup of coffee, go to the park, go take a walk, go exercise with each other. Y'all don't always have to spend money, to go hang out with each other. Sometimes you need that bonding, sometimes you need that conversation where y'all could bounce off of each other, and maybe you'll be able to see things from a different perspective, or maybe you can get them to see things from a different perspective, right? So it's like, sometimes you need that companionship. For others of you, I really feel like nature, because this also goes hand in hand with the health, with the last two readings that I did. Hug a tree. You'd be surprised how good you feel after hugging a tree. It sounds crazy. It may even look a little crazy, but I promise you, it will ground you. Okay? Go walk outside barefoot. People never understood as a kid why I used to like to be barefoot all the time, because I was grounded. Okay? Little did I know I was grounding myself. I was always on the ground. Okay? And it's like you need to go walk outside on the beach on some sand and some grass, get some dirt. If you don't even have a backyard, you better go get you one of them little tinfoil pans from the Dollar Tree. Go to Dollar Tree and get you some soil. Put some of that soil in that tin pan, okay? Being a little ghetto here, but we're going to do what we got to do, all right? We're going to do it, use what we have, all right? And put your feet in that pan with that soil and ground yourself. There go your backyard. There go your dirt. No excuse for you not to ground yourself. That's $2. Actually, it's, but Dollar Tree now is like $1.25 now. So that's $2.50 plus that. Okay, $3. All right, to sit there and get yourself into some nature. Go out into the water. Not too deep in the water. I ain't messing with the water right now. Mother Nature is not playing with. You gonna catch me out on a cruise. I would love to go on a cruise, but you ain't catching me on no cruise. Not right now. Mother Nature's not playing with people right now. Not right now. But yeah, I would something. If it rains outside, go walk out in the rain. It's okay to get your hair wet. It's cool. It'll dry. You can straighten it. Collect you some rainwater too, if you can. But I feel like a lot of you guys, it's really up to you. Like, you really got to make this decision on if you want to get out of the circumstance that you're in, or if you want to repeat this karmic cycle. Because I feel like you guys went through lessons, and this time around you were reminded and you had to remember, okay, what you've been through, what you were going through, and what you don't want no more, so that you can make better choices. I say a lot. I'm sorry, guys. No, I'm not sorry. I just say a lot, but I'm working on it. Now, I do feel too, for some of you guys, you may not feel like you're being led by spirit. You may not feel like you're being led by God, Allah, your ancestors, your personal spiritual team. But you are. And when I think of that, I think it's called footprints or something like that, where they use, it was like a little religious thing. It was like footprints or something, and it was like a little poem, and it was talking about how, there was only one pair of footprints, but it was two people. It was, God, and then it was you being carried by God, and you saw God's footprints because he was carrying you. She was carrying you, okay? The whole time. Little did you know. Like, you may have had to go through a few little fender benders, a little here, a little there, a little shakeups, but it wasn't as bad as it could have been, okay? Because you had to go through those hard lessons in order to learn something so that you didn't repeat it again. And it's like you hard-headed. That's what it is. You just hard-headed. You hard-headed, okay? You hard-headed. You don't like to listen. And then it's like you got to get your head bumped a couple times. Spirit will your ancestors will literally let you bump your head because you hard-headed. Because you don't want to listen. That's all about it. It boils down to you. You don't want to listen. No escucha. You don't want to listen. But you know you need to listen. So start listening. Stop listening to all these readings and you're not doing nothing about it. Okay? You keep talking. You need to be about this action. Matter of fact, let me just give you some homegirl advice real quick. Because I just did a whole channel message for you guys. Spring and 2 years from now. So it may take up to 2 years from now for you to really, in the springtime, 2 springs to go. Okay, for you to really see the results that you're actually looking for. Like, your top goals, give it about 2 years. No more than that. 2.